Well, they're inflamed over on the left, and tempers do not appear to be cooling. Over this weekend, the Denver Post published a letter to the editor suggesting that Trump and other members of administration literally deserve to be executed for treason. Well, as we do so very often when things get completely nuts, we bring in some perspective. Fox's senior political analyst, Brit Hume, has seen everything, and therefore he can put this in the appropriate context and calm us down. Brit, great to see you.
Thank you, Tucker. Nice to see you.
What do you make of this?
Well, I went and read the letter, and it basically references Trump as some kind of traitor and notes that the Rosenbergs, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg, were found guilty of that and says the letter they were executed. I didn't quite see this as a suggestion that Trump be executed, but it was, it was close to the line, and you might have thought the editors at the Denver Post would have been more careful about publishing it. But if we weren't here talking about it tonight, I don't think the world would longer than a few minutes even note that it ever happened. So I think it's probably much ado about not much.
But it raises the larger question, which is, and correctly, that treason is a death penalty offense, and the Rosenbergs were indeed executed for it at Sing Sing. And if you accuse someone of that in public, particularly if you're an elected official, you're making a pretty stout charge.
You are. Well, this is the thing about this is, and it came up in your previous segment when you're talking about John Brennan, who openly accused the president of treason. We now inhabit an age of exaggeration. Everybody goes to battle stations and to DEFCON 1 over everything. So it is not enough to say that Trump unwisely sided with Putin for a period of time against the intelligence. No, it's treason, and he's a traitor. And on the other side, of course, everybody is said to be corrupt, and there's no reasoned discussion going on right now. Everybody on all sides goes completely berserk, hair on fire over everything. And and on it goes. Right now, there is a battle royal raging in Washington over the interpretation of the materials that FISA application materials released at the end of the last week as to their interpretation. Some journalists are writing, after reviewing them, that they support the conclusions reached by Devin Nunes in the House Intelligence Committee. Others are saying that that's all a lie, that it doesn't support that at all. I've never seen such diametrically opposed interpretations, and it's all at the highest possible decibel level, like nothing I've ever seen before.
So what would happen if there was an actual crisis, if there was an attack by a foreign power, physical attack, an actual attack, not a metaphorical one, and we found ourselves at war? How would a country this divided prosecute a war?
Well, it would be entirely up to the government itself. Because I'm sure that the president's critics would interpret anything as he did as a kind of wag the dog scenario, and then believe that it was false, and the intelligence had reported it was false, and so on. And nobody trusts anybody, and that extends to the Congress. It extends to the media. The competition among media outlets is more intense than I've ever seen it, and all media outlets criticize all other media outlets. Professional courtesy about that is all but gone, and we inhabit an age where everybody is at the ramparts over everything all day, every day.